Hello, Sabron. Hello, computer architecture. Time zones, my friend. Time zones. What's up, Swackle? Nice. That's good. Let me check the forums here. Okay. So, what's up, Keen? Reclaim. Ooh, okay. Quite a lot, in fact. A few trees in spawn. Actually, not as many mexes as there sometimes are on these maps. Now, one thing I will notice is that there's very few mexes in the opening. Like, very few. 3 mexes, then the closest mexes are all the way over here, which are, you have to go around this way to get to them. That's still only 5 mexes. These are quite far away because it's 20 by 20 maps, so very low mass, low mexes in the opening. So a lot of this reclaim, well, it's absolutely necessary to grab. Trees would be nice to grab as well. I mean, one of these NGs should probably be grabbing trees. Who's going to get to the back first? Looks like they're... Well, Swaka will get there slightly faster. Blast going straight for transport after 10 pigeons. He didn't need 10, I guess, because he has still a lot of power in storage there. I would actually pick this guy up as well, to be honest. I mean, there's no why walk him over there. So there is actually a gap here. What's up, Thomas? So it's like 2 islands that you spawn on, and then all this is all actually connected, although very tenuously. So he's dropping over here. These are plateaus, in fact, so they'll have to be dropped. Navy doesn't seem all that great because there's 4 distinct pockets of water, one around each spawn island, and then 2 on the sides, which again don't really give you much. So pretty conservative drop there by Blast, and still no drop for Swackle. So Caucasus, Han. So yeah, we're gonna see many air factories for both players, I'm sure. I mean, actually 2 land factories for Swackle is... I mean, it doesn't really make much sense to me. Transport gets killed at the cost of at least 2 inties. Maybe just 2. Bomber comes in, gets 2 kills. It will get... should get another kill. There's 2 factories being built at once there. And potentially they're both getting denied here. That's... oh, fucking UAF bomber. It's not a dodge. Is this a dodge? It is. Okay, so he keeps that alive. Should finish off both factories now with that NG. Not just the one. Although again, 2 land factories here is kind of unnecessary. So we have expansion here, expansion here. Transport on the way over to rob this expansion. That should be successful. I mean, 1 engineer is not going to survive this. 3v1, not fair at all. You better run. What is Swackle doing though? Oh. Fucking fly. This is the worst time for him to be capturing mass extractors. And he loses the NGs. Oh my god. That was really quite bad. Bomber over here has gotten a kill, denying the expansion. So I mean, Blast is just in a good position now. Now the problem is that the middle Swackle is actually investing into units, and again, I said as I said that you can actually reach everything. This is all connected. Oh, what a bomb. 5 NGs go down. But yeah, the fact that he doesn't have anything here is pretty bad. Tech 2 air though, of course. And a couple of Janus. Only 2 Janus queued. I mean, the thing with Janus is, in my opinion, you have to make... like 1 Janus is useless, 2 Janus is pretty much useless. I feel like you need to make at least 5 of them and use them together for them to really get some serious damage done. Unlike with, say, a Notha or a Corsair, where you can just make 2 maybe and they'll be able to snipe things. So Janus, not so much. 1 Janus is not great. But I imagine... oh wow, look at this. Navy in the pond around next to Blast Shield's base. I quite like the look of that. There comes the Janus, and he has made 2, and what is he bombing? He bombs the air factory and the P-gens. And the Janus die. I mean, sounds like I was absolutely correct. Oh, he's reclaiming. Stop reclaiming the P-gen. Blast. Blast. Oh, he's gonna reclaim it all the way, isn't he? Oh no. This is the proverbial train wreck in slow motion. Stop it. Please. Oh, he's gonna do it. Blast. You still have time. No, fuck. He still has no idea. So yeah, this is getting more expensive. Blast now 41k mass total, way ahead on mass. It's a bully. It's a bollocks. Yes, apparently this makes the 2 Janus worth it. I mean, Swackle, it looks like Swackle has loads of map control, but in reality, there's a base here, right? And there's a base here. Blast has this. In terms of mexes in the middle, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 very spread out mexes, and like Blast doesn't like Swackle has 2 of them. He's lost this one, he's going to take it back. He lost this one, he's going to take it back, but that's 4 mexes. Blast has 3 here. And he didn't spam all these factories, all this useless land spam. I mean, it's kind of crap. This, he is sort of reacting. I mean, this is honestly an overreaction. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of weird. Like, why spam all this tech on land? You could literally build a wall here, and then and you could build a wall over here, and then, wow, or a wall here, or whatever. Tech on land is useless. Now this is not useless. Now there's an issue here that he could easily get TML'd. Blast sees that. Oh, rush a TML though. I mean, the fastest thing might be to make this PGen and then make ACU TML and walk forward. That might be the way. Tech 3 mechs, by the way, and another one. Symbolics. But yeah, this should be TML'd for sure. And if not TML'd, then I mean, with this much mass, you could very easily just go, maybe you could just go Tech 2 land maybe, and make some Tech 2 hover. That's a building, which is probably not TMD. No, it's an anti-air. Also, just bombing the engineers would be nice. I mean, cut down the build power on the Navy, but like, I mean, Blast is so far ahead that I don't think it's really relevant. It shouldn't be relevant, honestly. Oh, he's made a gunship and another gunship. One down. Engineers going down. Yeah, I mean, a bomber would just be more effective here. Yeah, sorry. I'm a forgetful person over short periods of time, apparently. Look at what a waste of gunships, honestly, just attacking anti-air. And now he should be able to kill the inties. Yep, crushed. And now there's still anti-air and a cruiser is here. Look at, holy shit, 900 mass killed. This is very bad. I mean, he could have just sent any of the gunships like over here, anywhere really. But he just fought anti-air forever. Now he can just make, wait, he's making a strat. I don't see a good reaction to the Navy right now. Because, for one, there's still no TMD. That's not where you need it. Let's check the range here. Oh, man. No scouting. Strat is here. Cruisers killing inties. That's quite nice. Strat spotted. Tech 3 P-Gen complete. Still no Tech 3 Max for Swackle, which is strange for him, but he is behind. In this regard, I mean, there's still no TMD in the base. Oh, that must be TMD there. Hopefully. Yeah. Where'd the strat go? It's chilling. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. I don't like this at all. He's making pillars. Yeah, so there's no, like, there's also, by the way, no defenses here whatsoever. The strat is just flying around doing nothing. It now gets hit by... Whoa, why... Well, that's really strange, honestly. To drop a NG forward to build a SAM next to the air factory, or the naval factory. I mean, fine. You could do worse. Oh, man. Oh, man. I have such a bad feeling about this. About this game. Such a bad feeling. What's up, Requiem? The bad feeling is that, like, Blast is not going to have a mass advantage for very long. Because Swackle is ahead on income now, thanks to just full Tech 2 mechs over here, a lot of storages. And Swackle has now 2 cruisers. I mean, the SAMs at the front are honestly not a good investment. There we go. Okay, yes, this is what I hope to see. And here come the torpedo bombers. Of course, there's 2 shield bolts, so it doesn't even get close to breaking through those. And there's not enough riptides, and he's not running. If he stops moving, the cruisers will do a lot of damage. Now there's the destroyer here to help out a lot. These T2PDs are somehow finding loads of damage as well. Get in there. Go. Move. Kill the shield bolts, please. Expert casting here. Okay, that was sick. There goes the shield boat, the destroyer. This shield boat is damaged. That's Tech 1 bombers. Nope. Oh, friendly fire potential? Or not. And now Swackle has taken over the mass lead. Oh, factories on the main island of Blast, but those won't do too much damage here. Blast needs to keep beat going. He's actually making RAS right now, and he's making a lot of Navy of his own. I mean, he really probably should just stick with Tech 1 Navy and then support that with the Riptides and torpedo bombers. That's a very big waste of ASF there. And in terms of ASF, I feel like I've missed a fight because Swackle has 5. Sam paid for itself. I don't think it did, actually. Okay, Okay, he's pushing, but there's really not much here. I mean, there's a few Riptides. Some Tech 1 Navy that's not in the right place. Kill the cruiser. Kill that cruiser. I will note that the only TMD here is provided by the cruisers. So he should run in, kill the cruisers, and then still can TML the naval factory, but he's actually going to kill it with the Riptides. The destroyers are attacking stuff that isn't Riptides. So there goes the T2 Naval HQ, okay. Nice, and Tech 1 Army has made its way all the way through to this expansion where there's T2 Max has already killed 2 there. And Blast has air control, so if he could just clean up some messes, like get these mexes back. Tons of reclaim here, including a strat wreck, and this, why does that still exist? I have no idea, but there's some very simple things to be done that can make this game a lot easier for Blast. He's ahead on score, behind actually relatively significantly on mass in terms of air production. There's 3 factories, although 1 is not running. That's a nuke. Swackle has a nuke. Blast does not see that. He's not scouted that. He is killing that entire expansion with a small Tech 1 army. Ridiculous. And that's a flak there. Cool. Cool story. This Tech 2 PD has been flanked masterfully. Beautiful. And the problem is that Blast is going to get nuked. Now, the upside is that... Oh wait, he's making SMD. Oh, he's not making it with the fervor necessary. He does not realize that there is actually already a nuke. He's just like, yeah, there might be a nuke sometime soon, so and I'm in a good position, so let's build an SMD now. Little does he know that there is already a nuke. He's not scouting the base, he's scouting a random location, and his scouts actually don't get killed. Swackle easily could have killed the... Oh, look. And there we go. Nuke spotted. Let's zoom back to Blast base to see if he has taken in this information. We can see that he has not, because there's no extra build power on the nuke defense. And now there is. So, and he's also, yeah. Now he realizes. In the meantime, Swackle has rebuilt the T2 Naval HQ, which should never have happened. There's no way that should have happened. He's made T2 Navy of his own. And he still has just allowed these 2 factories to exist for all time. For no reason. Guys, make the game easier for yourself. Clean up messes that your opponent create, get rid of them, and also build anti-nuke. Now the plus side here, right, is that Blast has RAS, so although he's going to lose his base, he will still have power income. Problem is that he hasn't got enough of a lead for that to actually make the difference. Now, oh, he's also built a PGen over here. Now what he should be building probably is an HQ. He's also losing his SMD. Probably should be building an air HQ. He's lost... Where's his T2 land HQ? I thought he had it here, but that's a support factory. Oh, Continental. And Blast is here to defend against the Tech 1 army. That's hilarious. Look how annoying these 2 factories have been the whole game. Like, fuck me. Like, now he's trying to rebuild his base and there's just a Tech 1 army. harassing him. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. How did this game happen? How did it happen? Bad feeling for who? Bad feeling for Blast. Just so many unnecessary things were allowed here. So many. T2 Navy. Twice. Was the main thing. If the T2 Navy never happened, then... Or if it was just dealt with, then I don't think Swakali ever even gets a chance to build a nuke. But yeah, also the factories. It was just... Oof. That's a blast. That was a sad one. You played another like this? There's quite a few lengthy games here in the vault. You got revenge. Good. Suck on Rhaegar. How to play? I don't know. Watch me play. Because I'm good there. So, Tomas O'Hyatt and a Swackle impersonator. Who is this? Oh, it's Mosey. Cool. Should have known from the Cybran. Nobody plays Cybran. Except as random. Oh, the annoying labs from Thomas. Uh-oh. Oh, that's annoying. Can get another kill here. Yeah, he goes for low HP one. Nice. And does not escape though. Still 2 kills. And over here, looks like we had a reclaim here. PD doesn't get finished. So, Mosey, surprisingly behind in naval production, which is almost never the case with him, but right now it is. needs to make sure he works on getting the reclaim here because he's run out. He's not getting it. This engineer is getting a little bit, but as you can see, there's a huge amount here. Usually you would have an attack move from a factory up to here somewhere, and then you could just get loads of mass. You're never going to be low while there's still mass there. But yeah, now the reclaims coming in from the expansions. It's really foregoing mass points for quite a long time, which, you know, saves energy for a while, but also hurts your economy in the longer term. Plenty of spam in the main base. These raids are actually kind of nice. This Mantis is looking at an NG. It's not in range. And Mosey just struggling to get his own expansion next to his base, which is very, very not good. Manta's getting all the way in. Bit of a struggle here for Mosey. I'm just saying Mosey because it's Mosey. This is Mosey. So very even game so far, despite the early damage from Thomas. And it looks like he's moving. No, actually he's not. I thought he was upgrading here because he had engineers around the factory, but no. Not yet. He does have Tech 2 land. You don't usually see Tech 2 land very quickly. Oh, look at that. Tech 3 land. Okay, I like this actually. He's going Tech 2 air as well. I think he's quite late with the P-Gen. Whoa. Oh no, never mind. He has one P-Gen already. I thought he had this much power on Tech 1 P-Gens, which would be absolutely absurd. Thomas has the gun. That's actually quite a decent way to defend this side. I mean, he has loads of factories, but seems to have very few units, but with the gun comm he can hold off a huge number of units here without too much trouble. Tech 2 land for Mosey as well. Tech 2 air, some mechs is upgraded, and when is the Tech 2 Navy switch coming from either of them? Well, I mean, kind of strange that Thomas goes, like, he's just investing in way too many things in my opinion. He can't afford what he's doing. I don't really think he could go for the strategy of Tech 3 land while also making Tech 2 Navy this soon. And also making all these rhinos and things. Like, he just can't afford all of this. Pick and choose, my guy. I would not make any of this crappy Tech 2 land here. Stop that immediately. Also, this micro is questionable at best. Salem drives directly into the middle of Mosey's frigates and dies. And now the T2 air is going to make itself known. The HQ should be torped now. Although it's honestly, the torps aren't even needed. There's 2 bricks. getting shot down. Oh my god. Well, that collapsed. It's collapsed big time. He actually makes a breakthrough somehow on the bottom side. But this is far less impactful than what we saw outside his own base. Yes, there's damage being done here. Nexus go down. But ultimately, there is no follow-up. TML is okay. Not bad. But, yeah. I mean, Thomas's problem here is that he just decided to do everything. He's like, hey, let's play a normal Bermuda game, and I'll go Tech 3 land fast. It's like, well, no, you can't just afford to do that as well as everything else that you would normally do. Clearly. Loyalist dying to Tech 2. And yeah, this game is quite over. Mosey only now will go Tech 2 Navy. Probably should have done that a little while ago. Bit of a raid. Slightly delayed reaction by Mosey, but just loses 2 mexes that he can replace. What's up, Pablo? Ooh, we lost a Tech 2 Pigeon there as well. Corsairs sniping more Pigeons, and well, there's loads of energy storage, which would be a good target as well. And all the loyalists are just dying, honestly. Hoplites, pretty nice once you get that many of them. And yeah, Tech 3 land, not a normal thing here, but certainly if you're going to make it, then you have to make some kind of choice. Like, you can't do everything. I would definitely forego Tech 2 Navy. For sure. And I would not be making lots of rhinos. I mean, why do you switch from bricks to lawyers? Doesn't even matter. At that point, the game was already lost. What's with Thomas? Is he not trying to win anymore? Like, why do you think he's not trying to win? Of course he's trying to win. What else do you do on ladder? Because he's 1900. Do 1900s not try to win? That wasn't much of a meme strategy. What's up, Shadow? Okay, the real Swackle is back. And he's against Turbo. labs. No, it's Swackle. As I said. So labs, no lab to the front though. I mean, this entry is like never protected. Let's see. Oh, maybe there is one going there. Oh, 2 inties. Wow. Wait. Oh no, just one bomber. Okay. I thought 2 bombers came out there. It's a big air wind by Turbo, and he gets the drop away, and the bomber fails to drop. Oh, that's very, very, very disappointing. I was ready for something big there, something really big, and I got nothing. However, the lab has been an absolute monster. This lab did not find what it was looking for. And this lab still waits in the wings. Swackle is going to lose half his air as it's split up in 2 different positions. And he's really struggling just in the air game for this entire map so far. That's a factor in the way. But again, the labs are heroic. Jesus. Turbo absolutely AFK with the NGs and loses all but 1. And in the meantime, just next door, that's 2 PDs. Oops. It's a bad one. Yeah, so Swaga in a good position to take the top side now, although bomber coming in. What's up, Johannes? I mean, it's only been since Saturday. I feel like someone should rush Janus against Turbo. I think that would be quite effective. And this is not fast enough to be a rush. So. I mean, yeah, it is weird. Well, it's, you know. He has lost a lot of rating. But this happens. So, Tech 3 land on the way for Turbo. Many P-gens. Don't really agree with putting this P-gen right next to the land factory, but whatever. Shouldn't be too much in the way. Much better map control across the center from Turbo. As he fights among the rocks here. Still huge amounts of reclaim present and available. Almost 80k. T3 Mexes coming for Swackle. I fear that he is going to suffer greatly against Tech 3 land. Although economy is wonderful and great, it is also the case that Tech 3 land is very powerful and will very quickly pay dividends. A single Autumn on the top side, or perhaps 2 or 3 dropped here, could easily kill the HQ, for example. And although, well, and look at that, Turbo also has a Tech 3 Mex and he's making a second one. So right now it looks extremely bad for Ya boy. Swackle. We're down. You can see how quickly the mass disappears around this point of the game. Over half the mass that was there is now gone. And it's got to be said that most of it went to turbo by the looks of it, because this is almost completely cleaned. And this side, which is where Swackle resides, is not clean at all. It's filthy with mass. So Swackle's going to try and hold on using a shield and PDs and flak. And of course, Tech 2 artillery. However, this is not going to work. And he may just lose his HQ here. Ugh. Yeah, so if you're playing this map, my friends, remember to make Tech 3 land more quickly. Make it in your main base. And if you're not going to do that, then you should probably do a lot of damage to your opponent. Instead, maybe bomb him to oblivion with Tech 2 air. Maybe spam huge amounts of Tech 2 and run over his expansion. Something like that. Reclaim the mass is, well, that's a given, I'd say. So Swackle fights on with, you know, quite a significant number of Tech 3 mexes, but Turbo is not going to allow him to simply have more Tech 3 mexes than him. There goes one. A victim of Othams. Tech 3 land is in the main base now for Swackle. And still looking rather bad. Now we need some extra damage. We could have, you know, some kind of drop back here, or maybe Continental into the main base and kill all the Tech 3 P-gens. Something devastating. Something with a very large upside. Rather than a slow and inevitable death. Sam necessary in this expansion. So many strats. There go the shields before they recharge. Strats being wasted though, honestly. Wow, there goes several strats there. And somehow, oh, well, that's a Tech 3 army with some Zuis attached. Getting into the main base. Oh, he's almost killed 3 Tech 3 maxes. He killed, well, no, that was Tech 2 in fact. Now the fire base goes down at the front, including the Tech 2 artillery. And I think that this base cannot hold on against the incoming forces any longer. Where is the control K? Swackle just... Oh, would you look at that? Well, of course. Well, of course. Somehow he still has mass in the bank, which is... I guess it's because he's reclaiming his own dead stuff. And so, well, okay, he's got what? 12 Percies. He's got a nuke. Let's see what Turbo has got. He has a nuke defense, and it's loaded. Well, rip. RIP then. He's also got 40 Othams. which is rather a lot more than there are Percys, even adjusting for the relative cost of those units. Turbo with RAS, actually a RAS, and he's making Tech 3 by the looks of it. Taking the top expansion and all of the reclaim in there. Stratting, autumning, and Swackle nuking. But to no avail. There's even almost a second missile loaded in that SMD. G to the G. Well played to Tubbo. Tubbo the second takes the win. Okay, two players with almost identical ratings. Over 2200 certified god tier of FAF. Maybe demigod tier. It's Turbo, it's Ajax. And Ajax has Cybran, Turbo, Seraphim, and this is Regor 6. A map which Swackle claims he's not very good on. Well, he can watch these two play it and figure it out. Ajax should have quite a decent amount of experience on here. I have no idea what Turbo thinks about the map. I don't know if he's... It always depends on how common it was on ladder at a particular time when these players would have been grinding. That's very often how the differences between players on maps actually comes to be, is basically, was it on ladder when I was grinding? Well, if it was, then I'm probably pretty good on it. If it wasn't, then it's less likely that they're going to be particularly good on it. But this map, you know, several years ago was on ladder very, very frequently. Not so much in the recent year or two. So Ajax with the better build order by the looks of it. Turbo heading very far forward with his ACU and grabs the mid reclaim, which is basically 2 obsidians, I think. Now, is he overbuilding factories? Looks like he is. Yes, indeed. And now the big mass hull hits. Now, as you can see, he's got 8 mexes right now. So, you can't afford to make this many factories. Also, quite a lot of power. So, he reclaims that this factory here and prepares these engineers and these 2 Zuis for his transport. So, he's going to pick up all these 6 units here. He's going to drop an NG here. He's going to drop the Zuis and an NG or 2 here to take out the civilians here, and then he's going to drop maybe here, although it looks like maybe not. Also, because he's sent his AC to the middle, by the way, it's kind of hard to skewer this. And he's going to probably drop here, because this is not droppable at the moment. ACU here is not really that amazing. Like, he gets the mid reclaim, but he can't secure this reclaim. Very often you'll do what Ajax does, and you secure 2 expansions, get this reclaim, and then maybe afterwards you head back to middle. Occasionally you will walk in this direction, and maybe you can sort of use the pond as to keep you a little bit safe. And as you can see, Ajax playing this really nicely. I mean, as soon as Turbo leaves, he drops these 2 mexes, and there's an NG on the way there to take it back. Bit of an NG war here, or rather, well, one-sided. Sub Fortet. The Zuis are here, taking out the civilians. And Ajax is just dominating here in terms of map control. I mean, he's killed virtually everything. Now, there is some damage being done. Ajax going to retreat the calm here again because he just doesn't have any defenses here. He has 1 factory. However, by the way, this is water. Just want to point that out. There's actually water there. And then a tiny bit of land. But yeah, this is actually really good damage. Nice placement of the Zuis as well. They're like at the cliff edge, so pretty hard to shoot. And then he retreats and saves virtually all the units as well. So overall, that was actually a very nice attack by Turbo. Look at what Ajax has done. He lost this NG, but drops an NG and a Mantis back to here and takes the plateau back. And guess what? Now we're gonna have an NG and a tank dropped, and the NG goes down, and the other NG goes down. Now there's just going to be a Tham left here. So we're going to need more drops on that plateau. Meanwhile, this one was never taken, so Ajax just drops an engineer there and says, thank you very much. Ajax slightly slower with the taking of the reclaim. It looks like he doesn't have orders on these civilian buildings either, so... Oh, never mind, they just didn't show up. He did actually have them done there. And what's going on with teching? We have 1 Tech 2 mechs not being assisted. We have Tech 2 land on the way. But Ajax has just been in control of more of the map for most of the game. Especially because of this position, which was never secured by Turbo. And Ajax also now has 2 Tech 2 mexes. He has this little plateau. He's going to work on taking this back. Just going to grab an NG and have him expand there. And now the Tech 2 PGen coming up. Another Tech 2 mechs, and probably some Tech 2 support factories. Yeah, 2, both of them with double adjacency. And Ajax just gonna control the game from here, and it will be very, very difficult for Turbo to stage a comeback. But that does not mean that the game is going to end soon. Very often, controlling the game means that, well, you're not trying to end it quickly. Again, more drops. How many drops are we on here for this plateau? I mean, there is the NGs. Then there was a tank and an NG each. So that's 4. And then there was... I think that might be the 7th drop on this plateau. there's been 7. So 8. Look at that, he just fired the... Whoa, that was an amazing drop, actually. Okay, I think we're at 8 now. Imagine just one bomber bombs this. Kills everything. Look at the amount of wreckages as well. There's 1,000 mass there. Don't even build the mechs, just get the reclaim. Yeah, and why not here? Well, it looks like there has been a counter drop here, but there's PD for Ajax. Need a bomber on that side. Oh, no. No. ACU making Tech 2, so he's not going to be able... He needs to send some reinforcements over here. We have drop number 9 now. This time 2 rhinos, so... yeah. Wait, no, wait, there was 2 NGs here, so this is drop number 10. Drop number 10 now. So I'm expecting drop number 11 from Ajax because there's no NG here. I can't believe he invested 2 rhinos as well. It's amazing. Okay, so if we check out Tech 2 Maxes, I mean this is a very painful loss here. And this army is hard to kill. I mean, you might think that the army is trapped, but realistically, what is he going to do to... Like, this army is so nice that it's going to trade pretty well if it's microed, and if it has some air scouts to help it out. So Ajax in middle with the gun, does not have stealth. Tech 2 PDs on this side, Tech 2 PDs in front of the base, which is kind of a bad sign, although it has already more than paid for itself, so not so bad. Rhinos supported by the gun will be tricky to stop, but the PD will hold them off here, but still that's going to give the entire center control to Ajax. There's drop number 11. How much mass is there? Down to 600 something mass. T2X is all about to finish on this plateau. Imagine a drop there, or I mean, you could drop Zuis here, you could drop stuff here, you could, you know, take this maybe. But no, we'll do 11 drops to the left plateau. Another Tech 2 PJ, and this one really far forward. I mean, why build it so far forward and not not even close to this one in front of TMD? TMD is also in a questionable position. But yeah, Turbo holding on, but I feel like relatively soon we're going to see Ajax switch to move to Tech 3 land, and he should get there before... Oh, never mind, it's Turbo that's heading to Tech 3 land. Yeah, look. Yes. Now this map, honestly, is one of the simpler maps to play. It's quite a defensive map, and you will see it on this map where both players will essentially tech at the exact same time. It's something I've seen many many times actually. But Ajax just in a superior position. Now in terms of land army, it's not like Turbo has a bad army here. He's got 19 Ilshis. That is a huge amount of rhinos though, and those will be very useful. I would probably have a few more on the side here. He's quite exposed on the side. I mean, he doesn't really have intel. Could have a drop sneak past. Bricks are coming. Now, snipers should be quite nice in the middle. So a Tech 2 Air. Tech 2 Air wouldn't go straight to allow some drops. You could imagine a stealth brick drop killing the plateau, for example. Although it would be a bit tricky to sneak by because there's a mechs next to the water, next to the edge of the map. There's buildings all over here, so what's up, snack bar? But yeah, Tech 2 radar would be nice. Provide a lot more intel, and I suspect Ajax will just, you know, keep ecoing. There we go. Tech 3 mechs as well. Tech 3 land is paused for now. I mean, the engineers are still building, so if there's a, here's the thing, if there's a unit under construction already and you pause the land factory, it won't, the engineers won't be paused. If once the unit finishes though, the factory won't start the next unit, so the engineers will not build the next unit because, you know, they're assisters, they can't start the unit, they just assist. Turbo is Tech 2 and gun. I'm kind of surprised he's moving forward with just Tech 2 and gun at this stage of the game. Oh, that is very nice though. Look at the trebuchet with stealth. Obviously, two of them now very vulnerable to any kind of bomber. Oh, and this Tech 1 bomber is just sneaking past. Oh, never mind. Gets taken out. Important to note that Ajax has far more inties than Turbo as well. Both have the Tech 3 mechs actually. Turbo's still making Ilshis, which is less than optimal. Do people rush past T2 land a lot? What do you mean rush past T2 land? Like skip Tech 2 land? And do you mean on this map, or do you mean, I don't know. I need more info. Tech 3 P-Gen. Probably another Tech 3 Max. Yes, indeed. Exciting. Turbo should really do some drops. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised, honestly, that neither of them has Tech 2 Air. I mean, at a certain point, you should make Tech 2 Air just because the options it gives you should not be. I mean, you can't underestimate the options you get from Tech 2 Air. But yeah, there we go. Tech 2 Air and actually Tech 3 Air. So it's Magic's not even interested in Tech 2 Air. He just wants Tech 3. By the way, he has got both the plateaus. Single bomber could have killed this a long time ago, but it hasn't. So Tech 3 Air, interesting. And a lot of Tech 3 mexes. Snipers taking out bricks now. Time to retreat. Finally a drop. But again, he's flown over mexes, but he's still making it the whole way into the back. Oh, that's very ugly for Ajax. Just insane damage from a Tech 1 transport and one Otham. So something needs to be sent to kill that Otham, which has, by the way, 4 veterancy. Oof. Medusa being leveraged against sniper bots. So Tech 3 Air, a third Tech 3 Pigeon. It would be kind of amazing to make a laser comm and kill Turbo that way. But I don't think that that will happen. Whalers are here, and there really shouldn't be a way to defend this expansion right now against Whalers. They have dropped some HP, but he has enough to snipe the mexes and retreat and repair. Ooh, going forward, I'm not sure about that. There should be anti-air here already, but I don't see any. Okay, there's some NGs though. And honestly, I think he can actually kill... Well, he's going for the mexes. He could probably have killed the engineers and then killed the anti-air and then kept the whalers alive. In this case, he's gonna kill the mexes but lose the whalers, which will give a decent bit of reclaim back. Oh, the sniper's moving forward. They have a lot of shields, but they're moving so far forward that, I mean, they're gonna have to... If the bricks just walk forward, it's gonna end very poorly for the snipers. Oh, the Trebs! Trebs getting fucking vaporized, and now the brick army is like, hang on a second, the Trebs are dying. And they have already allowed the Trebs to die before they march forward, but that's okay. They'll aim for vengeance rather than protection. Third T3 Pigeon sounds, yeah, it does. Oh, fourth in fact. He's made 4, so he's probably overflowing 5k. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Doesn't even reclaim his other power. Like, you definitely reclaim your T2 Pigeon at this point. And can anything stop 23 bricks and also quite a nice number of rhinos? I mean, they're pretty nice. I don't think anything can stop this right now. And I think we're about to see the end of the game here. Now, is Ajax retreating or is he reforming? That looks like a beautiful reformation of his line there. Oh, that was very nice. That was very nice to watch. And now, at any point, he can... Well, he can continue walking forward and go cook some dinner or something. Or he could focus on the ACU and end the game. Either way, the game will end. Actually, when he focused the ACU, he couldn't quite get enough damage done. I really like how he regrouped his units there into an almost perfect line. It's very, very nice to watch. Turbo with a Tech 1 land factory next to his Tech 3 mechs. Despicable. And Ajax wins, as I said, just because Ajax is winning didn't mean it was going to end soon, and it really didn't. That one dragged on quite a while. Pretty passive game from both of them. Let's see. Let's try this one. If he could rebuild the 3 mechs as quickly, is the drop worth it? Yes. Yes, it is. For sure. Okay, we're on Bermuda again. This time Ajax has Aeon, Tex has Seraphim. Ajax with significantly higher rating than he had in the previous game, actually. So it seems like he farmed Tex, actually. Yeah, Tex was over 2300. Heading towards 24 even, so Ajax doing some farming. He's made 2 NGs and a flare. Will Tex make Selines? Ooh, another flare for Ajax. Who are the highest rated players? Well, these are some of them. I mean, the only people higher rated than this that play are... Tagada would be the only one higher rated, I think. Actually, Yudi farm Tex. Well... Why not both? I'm definitely seeing Ajax farming Tex here. But there may have been other perpetrators. So, Ajax going for the inties. A couple of inties and then... No way, he goes 3 inties into transport. Didn't Tagada have like... No, he didn't. Not even close. Maybe global he did. Not on ladder. Ajax getting back into form. I feel like Tex is out of form as well though, so... But yes, Ajax is strong. For sure. So, bit of mass overflow, not the end of the world on this map, honestly. Additional land factory. I tend to like to make an additional air factory, but it's not a big deal. It's going to be making NGs mainly anyway. Land factory. And you can see Ajax splitting all of the engineers. Is not interested in losing 5 NGs to a bomber. Not going to let that happen. Also a radar. Quite a useful defensive tool if you can afford it at this point in the game, which you just about can. 1 NG goes down before the flare is killed by the Tham that was dropped with the NGs. Now we should be seeing some Menjis picked up and dropped forward again now that the entities have been dealt with that were chasing down the transport. So this is a nice move, although the Seraphim transport is so stupid that it will take approximately my lifetime to load up the engineers. So, second naval factory under construction for both players. Tech's slightly ahead in this regard, but it is marginal. It's up. Captain Klutz, Zabrovo gear. Tech's way ahead. Absolutely way ahead in terms of score, in terms of mass. He has an absolute steroid build, apparently. He has, well, there's, as you can see, 57k mass on the map. He's way ahead in power generation, which is the most crucial point on this map. 520, 3,400 mass. Tex has nearly 8,000. And, yeah, that's impressive. He's also got 2 Tech 2 Mexes already. Tech 2 Air. Count of NGs. Yeah, good call. We're at 40 pretty much. Versus, well, he's not massively behind, but probably he was further behind when it mattered, like 2 or 3 minutes ago. Bomber comes in from Tex. Oh, he misses. What the hell? He missed. What? Okay. Oh, and he missed. Oh, he almost missed again. Complete air dominance, and this just looks sick for Tex right now. He's got Tech 2 Air. He refuses to make the PGen here for some reason. I mean, there was nothing in the way. It's closer to his engineers. It's actually adjacent to the air factory. Okay. Whatever you say, dude. Whatever you want. Now, in terms of map control, it's slightly better for Ajax. He's got a position here. He's got a position here. Is that enough? Well, actually, he doesn't have this position. He simply just is denying it, so that's less impactful. He's lacking a couple of mexes here for some reason. AC is on the case. Still no Tech 2 in the main base. We've stopped at 3 naval factories, which is not going to be sufficient. Well, 5 NGs on a naval factory are really easy to kill, and you need way more factories. Like, the guys have, like, Tex has 28,000 mass. Like, instead of building 1 factory and doubling its BP, you can build 6 more factories. Hey, 6 times more frigates. Meanwhile, 1 enemy frigate comes into your base, kills all your NGs, and then you have no naval build power. And then you control K, because Navy wins the game most often on this map. So, Tex still with a healthy lead. His ecoing has basically ceased, however, and his transition into higher tech power has not been all that great. He's been stalling quite a lot, which is kind of surprising. Tech 2 land now. Will we see much? We could see a lot of Tech 2 land, honestly. The question is, will we? I don't see many factories upgrading, but Tech 2 land, quite nice for Seraphim here. Hover helps greatly in the naval battles. It's just very versatile to be able to send your Yenzis on the water if necessary, especially against Aeon Navy. Yeah, four or three naval factories almost is never enough on this map. At this level. Now we do have Tech 2 land from Ajax. Navy does help more than land, it's true, in Navy battles. However, there is definitely a lot to be said for hover. Well, it looks like Texas winning some battles here. What is this ACU doing? He's making the gun. And he's making double gun, in fact. Of course. So, Texas managed to lose the lead in mass right now. Or rather, yeah, he's basically dead even. He never took back either of this position here. So, seems like Ajax gradually pulling it back. He's been allowed to have more map control. Now, I said you need more naval factories, but this might be too many, honestly. I would much rather take off a few of these and make Tech 2 Navy instead. He can't afford what he's trying to do now. Probably because his ecoing has not kept up to the right pace here. Auburn Canyon, okay. Where is the old god Luxie? He doesn't really play at all anymore. Flies. So the blazes coming out, already Tech 2 Navy and a destroyer out for Ajax. What? Not as bombing the ACU. Ajax is playing very defensively here. Retreating away. And getting, honestly, very nice fights. Leaving Reclaim next to his base. Some parts are no clickbait here. Tech 3 air from Tex. Tech 3 air, okay. This looks like more questionable micro here from Tex, sending his frigates in. And I don't think he got a good trade there at all. But the frigates are kind of running out for for Ajax. And if he's left with just destroyers, this could get ugly. No, you don't attack move your frigates. This is not the way. Blazes getting in range of the destroyers. He might actually take this one down. Oof. Yep, there goes the destroyer, and Ajax has run out of frigates almost. Meanwhile, Tex has run out of destroyers. Torps coming in now. He's made Tech 3 air and he's just spamming Torps right now. He doesn't have a P-gen. At the moment, the hover being very annoying, but not much more than annoying actually. Whoa, he's actually managed to keep 2 very low HP destroyers alive until the Torps arrive. Oh, they're still alive. So are the Torps though. Ajax running out of navy here. Trying to hold on with the double gun, but again, under a lot of pressure. Zui's very nasty in these small channels of land. Can't really avoid them. Can't really avoid their shells. And Ajax still holding on to navy, just about, but I mean he's lost so much. Airfight now. And it's kind of a draw. Well, Ajax actually takes the win there, but loses a lot of his air. Thing is, there's going to be ASFs coming relatively soon. Wait, he's only now starting his Tech 3 P-gen. Well, that is very slow T3 air transition, it's got to be said. Meanwhile, over here, just obsidians. That's actually a lot of obsidians coming through here. And if he's making a Tech 3 P-gen right now, that means he's going to be low on power, because those things are quite power intensive to build. I mean, it's 500 power just for 2 Tech 3 engines to build it. And the obsidians are coming for the AC right now. And the mexes. Honestly, Tex could lose half his health just to these few obsidians here. Instead, he will lose his mexes. Jesus. The T2 land push here, it's brutal. And the Navy has been bolstered by Aurora. That's right. Aurora. And this game just got a lot very interesting in the past few minutes here. So, Swifty's coming out now, which will mean that we can't see, I mean, a strat is not going to be too effective. I think what Tex is going to have to do is basically, I mean, get that freaking P-gen up and just spam ASFs for a while until he wins air control. Which, you know, ASFs are very good versus Swiftwinds, by the way. But, get the air control, torp this navy into oblivion, maybe even torp the HQ, and then win the map with navy. If we look on the right hand side, a single cruiser over here, if you could protect it from blazes, would be able to kill all of these mexes. There's no TMD on this side of the map at all, not even here on the HQ and the many P-gens. Very favorable fight in the navy game here. The destroyers of Tex just mincing a huge number of frigates. We can see them dropping to the bottom of the ocean. Also maybe some destroyers in there. No, they're all frigates actually. And some hover as well. But Ajax is the one who grabbed a huge amount of mass from the previous battles, and he's actually made a lot of economy from that. Plus the damage he's done on this side means that he surely has actually a lot more eco at this point. And he actually does make a strat. Look at these scouts for Magix, by the way. And the Swifties come back to this expansion, which is where the strat would arrive. And now he's going Tech 3 Air himself as well, making anti-air in his base. And he's nearly at the point where, I mean, he could think about making... Yeah, there we go, Tech 3 mechs. Wow, there is no assistance on the Tech 2 Naval HQ, wow. It feels like all the pressure on the Navy is gone now. Oh, the Tech 2 land getting brutalized. Texas Navy, he has 5 destroyers. And he actually has 2 strats parked over here as well. I mean, his eco is just so bad though. He's got so many Tech 1 mexes. He's got no storages whatsoever. Unless he crushes Navy, I mean... Now he's assisting the naval factory. I can't understand how there was no assistance on the factory. He's losing his ASFs now to anti-air, static T1 anti-air, and Swifties. I said ASFs were good against Swifties, but I mean there are too many Swifties and too many Tech 1 static anti-air there. Okay, 2 strats invested on this side to kill some Tech 2 mexes. This T3 mex is nicely shielded. Huge amounts of power here that could be killed. That would be fantastic to bomb. The Navy, I mean, Ajax just parks himself here, and the destroyers are so good that I don't see any way that he breaks through here. So I think well, actually, hang on. Tex has lost all of his destroyers. He actually has lost all of his destroyers here. Holy fuck. Strats now are actually bombing the B-gens. They don't hit the shield though. So there will be another shield. Also the strats will die to the Swifties because they're fast enough to catch them. And the ASFs are not there in time to stop them. So one of the strats goes down, the shield completes. Strat losing HP to the anti-air. I can't believe he lost all the destroyers. That is incredibly bad for him. Tech 3 Air is up for Ajax. He's making his own ASFs now. And although Ajax is losing a huge amount on the right hand side, I mean, still, I mean, Tex hasn't made any eco in what feels like forever. He absolutely has to. I mean, this is very interesting. I think this moving the attack away from the front, well, I mean, there is a lot of destroyers that could not get through. Strat goes down now. Killing Tech 2 pigeons will be nice, but ultimately there's going to be a second Tech 3 pigeon in the main base shortly. So it shouldn't be too painful. Subsuki. Are they not interested in arty drops? Apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently they're interested in pushing with Tech 2 land. At minute 28. It's so weird to see at this moment in the game. And of course it's simply a mass donation. That's actually Tech 3 NG that went down there. RIP. What a raid. And Ajax can probably crush Navy, honestly. He's got a lot of flax. He's got 5 destroyers. He's got 12,000 mass in the bank, which is absurd. Some shields coming out now. I mean, he could do so much. I mean, he could make 15 Tech 2 land factories and spam blazes into every corner of Texas base. Could simply just make Tech 3 Navy. He could make a GC. Can you get TML and regen? Yes, but then you wouldn't have Tech 2 to build the missiles. And Texas is just doomed. I mean, if you don't make eco and then you play another 15-20 minutes of a game, you are almost certainly not going to win. If it's on a map that isn't extremely small. Even if it is on a map that's extremely small, you still probably lose. He's wasting the strats now. Tech's now just so far behind. His navy is non-existent. 2 destroyers and 4 frigates. 8 destroyers for Tex or Ajax, sorry. And he's sending his own blazes in there to deal with Zooies and stuff, especially. There's really no... Doesn't feel like there's any avenues back at this point. Ajax has shield. Would be worth making, honestly. It would be worth not standing next to very explosive things. And also, it would be worth making heavy shield and maybe standing in the water. Just to be safe. There's spy planes coming overhead, which is always a sign that danger may be imminent. Other things that would be nice: a Tech 2 radar, a Tech 3 radar. Ajax can no longer make a GC because he has no mass. Why does he have no mass though? That's the question. Probably he is making many Tech 3 maxes. Eventually he will send his destroyers across the map and win the game. I mean, he could have made a GC, honestly, yeah, but he hasn't. Okay, there he is in the water, and he is making heavy shield. What do you know? That's the recognition that the game is pretty much won. I mean, there's still... He's only got Tech 1 PDs to defend this expansion, which is kind of hilarious because he has a Tech 3 mechs there. Maybe he will, maybe he won't send the AC over here. This destroyer can help out somewhat. Can make missile ships. Show reclaim. There's 28k right now. Most of it in the middle of the water. Another Tech 2 land attack for some reason moving in. A lot of destroyers now. And blazes. Oh, there's an Awasa. Built direct as close to the water as possible. Rip. I mean, the destroyers can hit most. That wow, Tech 3 Pigeon also directly next to the water. What? Why is he building stuff so next to the water, so close to the water? I mean, you don't need missile ship. No, I mean, the destroyer can already hit these. It can already hit most of the mexes. Yeah, it can't hit like in here really, but that doesn't matter too much. Feels like it's trolled by Tex. Well, certainly he had a much better start. And failed to win Navy. His whole game seemed to be about winning Navy. And then there was just no follow-up at all. He lost. Donated a lot of reclaim. Took his pedal. Took the pedal. What? Took his foot off the pedal. Massively, and just allowed Ajax to get all the mass here. The reclaim. Also allowed Ajax to have extra map control for free. And then just didn't eco at all for significant portions of the game. He made no eco whatsoever, which is. I mean, it's the easiest way to allow someone back into the game is to just not eco and also not win the game. And they're like, okay, well, I'll just gradually eco then, and now we're even, now I'm ahead. Now you're donating mass. And it's like, it's a comeback where you don't have to actually do any damage. Which is like the easiest way to do a comeback. Nicely played by Ajax though, I will say. That's true, yeah. He managed to, he stalled heavily for both of the pigeons, which is weird. It shouldn't really happen like that. What if he put Navy on outside water? Who? You can make Navy on the outside. It's it can work. So we got Mosey and Tex here. Mosey doing his best to impersonate Swackle. However, his best is not that good because he still refuses to play UEF, which is a bit of a giveaway. If you're playing Cybern, you're not really Swackle, are you? The ratings, they're up, they're down. Usually Swackle is higher rated than this, though. But it's mainly about the factions. Now that's very Swackle of him. I don't think Mosey normally does the niceties at the start of a game. So, Oracle. Mass in the middle. And looks like Mosey. Oh, will he catch the Celine? My god. Well, that was disgusting. Nice snipe in the NG though. Tex cannot send his NG forward for fear of death. So he gives him a little circuitous route around to try and grab some reclaim. He really should send the ACU here sooner rather than later. And looks like the NG will survive and get to the Hoplite Rex. And is that a Beetle Wreck? But Mosey's in the middle first. With the commander. We have 5 land factories versus 6 land factories for Mosey. So overall, Mosey with the better start, the better trades. He loses his NG here, but the Mantis are on the case. Why are the build beams of the Mantis at like 2 frames per second? I feel like they weren't like that before. What the fuck? Am I wrong? Anywho. Did they have a drone before? I have no idea. They probably did. They probably did. Anyway, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I talked to Jip about that. So I could be totally wrong and it was already like that. Very nice raid here. Apologies for the lag. Very nice raid by Tex here. Yeah, there was some reduction of build drones. So, looks like the game is very even right now. Tech's in the middle, just doing nothing. Both of them are in the middle, just chilling. Although, Mosey doesn't have either of these mexes for some reason. Mantis has a 1 build power. It's not listed here. It should say. But, like it should say here. See the wrench? It's 5. Mantis has 1. So it's 5 times less build power than a Tech 1 engineer. So Tech 1 spam, and nobody really getting a lead here. It's very even. Both players struggling to hold on to actually a lot of their mexes. Tech's trying to rob some stuff over here. Would be good to drop here and reclaim these guys and the rock and grab the mechs as well. Will he reclaim? I don't think he'll automatically reclaim these because they're not, because they're neutral. I don't think they'll get reclaimed by default on an attack move. This is a very good attack here. So Tex really is now taking a lead by the looks of it. I mean, he's taking out this expansion again. He's got a lot of units on the bottom side. Mosley just way behind in units, but he does have Tech 2 land, a Tech 2 mechs, and a second Tech 2 factory now. So Tex is in the ascendancy now in terms of just, well, he just has more units because he hasn't invested in longer term things, and he's getting some damage done. Now the thing is, he could have done a lot more on the bottom side though, and even in the center. I mean, this ACU is chilling in the water. This is protected by a single PD, which is not much protection at all. The bottom side, I mean, here Tex has twice the number of units that Mosey has on the bottom side. Tech's now taking over this expansion. There's a lot of reclaim left here. Bombers were sent over to try and deal with the spam a little bit, but Tex won the air fight and killed many bombers. And the Rhino has to be protected here because it will die if it's just sent in against all of those tanks, but the bomber helps out. Backup Rhino arrives, and that army is cleaned up. On this side, we had quite a bad fight for Mosey here, leaving reclaim for Tex to gather. Bombers raiding mexes. 2 bombers equals 1 dead mex. Tech 2 air is the choice for Tex, not Tech 2 land, which is honestly kind of strange. If I think about going Tech 2 air before Tech 2 land, I'm not thinking about making it after the guy makes Tech 2 land. Usually it's before the guy makes Tech 2 land. If you make it after, well, it could be difficult to stop his Tech 2 land army. However, Tex, with so much map control that he's finding the weaker sides to attack. Actually, he doesn't move in here, although this position is definitely up for grabs. Oof, Mosey needs to be careful with this army. This is a huge amount of his army, honestly. That's half his rhinos here. Needs to be very careful with how this army is used. I would love some air scouts ahead of this, just so he knows what's going on. Also, an AC upgrade would not go astray either. He's making quite a bit of eco, and should probably turn back on all of his air factories because he has the Tech 2 P-Gen now. Needs to switch all them on. And yeah, he's about to get his 4th Tech 2 Max, which is pretty good. Getting some reclaim in this position. Freaking annoying Celine here. That really shouldn't be shooting, it should be just hiding. Gunships out for techs. And he also has Tech 2 land now. And only one Tech 2 Max. So it's an imbalanced game here. Just what we like to see. So many THAMs, and if he just sits on his ass here and doesn't use them, they'll get less and less useful. He's not really doing any raiding at the moment, so he's actually capturing these maxes. What the hell? No, he's idle. This is a fight to retreat from for sure. The Rhinos will dominate the THAMs, but as he retreats, he can fire some farewell shots with the Zoos. Say, catch me if you can. This Rhino is very adventurous. Desperate for kills. Takes quite a few shells to the face for his trouble though. And almost goes down. Over here we can see the Rhinos. I don't think they've been wasted unless they were wasted and already reclaimed, which I don't think happened because there's quite a lot of Rhinos here. Now this fight, attack move is not really the way. You really should be kiting away from these units. Loses 1 Rhino, 2 Rhinos. Ultimately it would still be a good trade, but not the best possible trade. He also lost his flak here. And the flak is the worst thing to lose because now 5 gunships have arrived overhead. It's questionable who has more inties here. 38. Ooh, it's Mosey. It's Mosey. And Tex does not have flak that I can see. And now he gets the air fight. Look at this. Perfect for Mosey. Well, not perfect, because holy fuck, the micro is depressing. He loses. He had more. We all saw. He had more. And he lost. So Mosey, oh my god. The timing. The timing of you joining the stream. Holy shit. We now have 30 Rhinos though. Tex is out in the middle of nowhere with the gun. From you? Oh yeah, no, from Swako. Sorry. I get you mixed up sometimes, you know. Yeah, so weird. Why did he decide to play Cyber all of a sudden? Gunships snipe the flags and get to work. Tex winning air. Maintaining air control. The inties keep going idle for Mosey. Oh, he's losing the bottom side as well. Where are all these units on the bottom actually? Oh, they're sneaking around the middle. This is just a huge battle, and that's not going to end well for Mosey. I mean, he's not going to get this mass. It's not going to get it. The gunships are insane. And they really shouldn't have been able to do this damage, because air shouldn't have been lost. Tech's gonna run away from this. And yeah, his ACU is here, and like all of this mass is just secured for Tex. He will lose air though. Well, I said that last time. No, guess what? The micro. Why? Come on. He's still won air. Holy fuck. Still winning air while attempting at every stage to lose it. I feel like Tex could go Tech 3 land. He is going Tech 3 land. Ah, he's making a Tech 3 mechs. Well, that's a bit much now. But that's just how much mass he's gotten from Reclaim. 9k more Reclaim now. And there's still loads to be grabbed here. So this looks very bad for the impersonator. This is also going to be mass donation. And the end is nigh. Tech's in full control. Nice raid here with the Tech 1 anti-air. Gone to raid that mechs. Any day now. He'll start shooting. What's up, Aurelius? It's been about 2 hours. So I'm gonna end it after this one. So yeah, it looks like Tex should win. I mean, the only thing left for Mosey is probably what he's doing, which is Corsairs. Now he is killing this expansion, which is quite nice. But again, he's losing his own expansion. He's actually going to use the Corsairs here. Not against the AC right now. He's going after this army. He needs to keep a close eye on this. There's even Tech 3 anti-air, so that's... Guess, wait, is there a neutral mold sieve surrounded? Yes, there is, but they've been reclaimed. Oh. Uh-oh. There's a lot of anti-air here. And the inties are idle again. Every time there's an air fight, the inties go idle. But still, it's another win. But how many Corsairs were lost there? Well, they've lost some health, but they're still alive. Question is, can they kill the ACU? Look at where Texas parked himself. He's got T3 shield, he's got flax, he's under this, he's in this tiny, but actually deep enough pond. The T3 anti-air has left. There's a Sam in the base under a shield. And there's a Tech 3 PGen coming. Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's definitely put the fear of God into text here. That's for sure. I mean, I feel like all Tex has to do is send the Autumns across and he will win the game. Well, he does actually lose that fight. Oh no! No! The Inties killed by Autumns and Ilshis. Gunship's killing the rhinos over here. And again, it will be Tex that grabs the mass. Gunships will go down. Another bad fight. How many Corsairs is there now? 15. Not bad. But also not quite enough. Tech 3 land on the way. Sadly no Tech 3 mexes. Another disaster with the Inties. Oh no. Every single air fight has been like that. Every single air fight. Oh, even with the Corsairs now. Jesus. Got away with it that time. We only have 13 Corsairs now. Oh, there's a flak. Well, that's interesting. Look at this micro. The flak needs to be targeted. Oh, the Inties come in again. And the Corsairs. Well, you can't fight this air over the flak. Down to 5 Corsairs. And we're going to lose 2 here as they've decided to chase those Inties for some reason. Why do I think that you're Swackle? Just an inkling. T3 air. T3 mexes. Many T3 mexes. A dead brick as well. Corsairs. Mauled by the lightning tank. The Autumn's going to take a bath. Celine makes its way to the base. Cool. Finally a mass donation from Mosey. Or rather, Swackle. Back up to 10 Corsairs. The lightning tanks do not want any Corsairs around. And then the ASFs come in. With the Inties will destroy all. And finally, I feel like the game may be coming to a close here. Tech 1 bombers going for the commander. GG. And the chicken in the base almost complete. A strat. A nanocom. I love how he actually found this position to park himself. Yeah, the Tech 1 bombers was not necessary. But sure. Did the job. Yes, I did know this. Yeah, well, we're gonna end the stream there. So, thank you all for watching. Good luck, Suki, in your test. And tune in soon for more of the best RTS of all time. I'll let you finish. But Subcom is the best. Good night, my friends.